morning. It's about 9:30. Slept pretty well last night. Woke up about 6 o'clock in the morning and it was raining, so I'm really glad that I actually hoofed it over to the shelter. But it was tough. Definitely had a little bit of cramps last night. But I just tried to drink as much water as I could. I got the noon for the electrolytes. I had like 3 of those yesterday. I thought that'd be enough, but I'll probably have another one this morning before I get going. But the water source here is actually kind of a treacherous little way to get to it. Some rocks that you have to go over. And because it's all wet, I might just have to hoof it to the next water source, which is like 2 miles away, 2.7. Shouldn't be too horrible, but that's kind of the situation that I'm in. So, decisions. All right, y'all. Slow moving today because I know that more than likely I'd like to get to Massey Gap. From there, there's 1 mile. There's a general store and inn. Hopefully they're accepting hikers, because I think today would be a good day to do a Nero. Do about 4 miles, get in there, get a shower, warm bed, hot food. That'll all be really great. Did brunch here, had some peanut butter and a tuna. Did another electrolyte, noon. Just figured I would need it, so went ahead and did that. I thought the rain was going to stop, and then it started up again, but then it stopped. So I'm hoping now that I will be able to get out there without being downpoured on, hopefully. I'd really just need to hike out of this cloud because I'm up at about 5,000 elevation, something like that. I'm pretty high up there, so I know that hopefully if I can get down off of this, maybe the weather will change for me, hopefully. What a beautiful view. All right, y'all. It's been a tough climb, up and down, over lots of rocks. But I see a pony. Look at the little guy. Oh my God, it's adorable. I don't want to get too close or do anything jiggy, so I'm just gonna hang out here. They seem content to do what they do, and I don't want to mess with them. I'm surprised that I actually get to see them, considering it's very windy, very cold. But they're out here just munching on some grass. I suspect today is going to be a shorter video. I'm kind of taking a break right now. There's a spring, so I'm going to get some water. But when I started today, I knew that it was kind of rainy, and I knew that it was windy, and I knew that I was also on the top of a mountain. So I wore my windbreaker, which does not at all breathe. So of course, I'm soaked now. So I had to put my phone away. So some of the views, some of the things that I saw, unfortunately, you won't be able to see, at least on my video. I'm sure somebody else on a beautiful day has gone through the Grayson Highlands in this area, and they can show you all about those rocks that I had to climb up and down. Whew, I thought Pennsylvania was enough for rocks. Southern Virginia, whew, there's some rocks out here. Definitely some ups and downs that you gotta go over some rocks, some big ass rocks that are just tough. It's all tough. But I only got 0.6 miles to the next shelter, which is my first goal. Probably going to do lunch there. But I'm going to go ahead and get some water here first. Then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. The next shelter will be in like another 5 miles from that. But I don't know the terrain necessarily. It might be kind of easy. But I know there's some ups. So we shall see. Alright, y'all. I'm at Wise Shelter. It's about 3:30. It was a 5.1 mile day today. I was going to hang out and do a Nero at this general store and inn off of Massey Gap. Unfortunately, they're closed right now, so I'm just probably going to take it easy. Got here in good time. I didn't leave the shelter until like noon, so pretty good day. I think I'm going to relax, just kind of take it easy, eat some food, sit back, and do nothing. So, fun fact, my 60-liter REI pack comes with a brain, obviously detachable. One of the greatest things about it, though, is right in here, forgive me, are two straps. I can attach these, turns into a little backpack that I can use. This will be the second time that I'm going to use this like this to get water. That way, all I have to do is go get water. Only thing I have to carry is that, and I can have trekking poles for balance. Is this not the cutest little backpack ever? I think the threat of rain is finally over. Good to see a little mountainside view here. Just a couple feet away from the shelter that I'm at tonight. Alright y'all, it is about 7 p.m. Tonight for dinner is mac and cheese. I got a whole box of mac and cheese poured into a quart bag, a Ziploc freezer bag, quart size, and that allows me to put boiling water in so I can cook. So that's doing its thing right now, my little homemade cozy. I'll show you in a moment. But first, just kind of see where home is for tonight. All my stuff here on this side. Got a gentleman by the name of Steve. Trail name Papa, which is ironic. I love you, Grandpa, because I have a grandpa named Steve. So, I thought that was interesting. Anyway, he's got his setup there. He's getting some water now. I've got my setup here. Looking at doing probably 10 miles tomorrow. And then the next day doing a Nero into Troutdale. And then probably a 0 in either Troutdale or Marion, depending on kind of the availability of different places to go or eat in Troutdale. So stay tuned for that. So I've got this cozy here, and what that is basically a pouch for my food to cook in. It just kind of saves a little bit of the heat in there with the insulation. That's made out of this kind of reflective insulation, and I just use some reflective tape as well, just to kind of match, I guess. Anyway, a lot of people actually will use a car windshield cover, the ones that kind of fold out. You can cut those down and use it for the same purpose, and all it is just kind of reflecting some of that heat inside, and that way you can cook something like macaroni and cheese for dinner, and even out here in the back country, you can still make that happen. You may have noticed I do have my first boo-boo. Not exactly sure what happened, but I felt like there was like a piece of dirt kind of stuck to my finger. So with my long fingernails that you can see, dirty, nasty, I scraped it, and well, it was like a sore or something. So that bled forever, it seemed. So I just threw some Leuco tape on there to keep it dry and keep it clean, and I'll dress that in town. All right, y'all. So not necessarily mac and cheese like you would see at home. A little watery, but still delicious. I'll drink all that water afterwards. Delicious. All right, mac and cheese is eaten. I rate it a 5 out of 7. And now it is bedtime. Good night, y'all.